What's up everyone, and welcome to the channel. So today we're going to take a look at the 2024 Chevrolet Silverado. This is the 2500 HD with the ZR2 package. It's finished off in red hot and the MSRP is just over $86,000. Now we have a lot to go over for this workhorse of a pickup. It's also very massive too. Now, starting underneath the hood, this model has the optional 6.6 liter Duramax turbo diesel V8. It's paired to the 10-speed automatic transmission. It pumps out 470 horsepower, 975 pound-feet of torque. All of that power is sent to the rear wheels. However, this truck does have the four-wheel drive system. It weighs in right around 8,500 pounds, but 0 to 60 can happen in 6.5 seconds. Top speed is also just shy of 100 miles an hour. Fuel economy is not too important, but this does get around 600 miles on a full tank, which is a 36-gallon fuel tank. Now, as we work our way to the exterior styling, hopefully you can tell just how large this truck is. Let's start off with the Chevy bow tie, which is larger than my thumb to pinky there. It has some of the red accents. There's also a forward-facing camera and plenty of cutouts in that gloss black grille to provide more cooling. Now, there's more cooling in the lower section, and this also gets a functional inlet at the front section of the hood with Chevrolet stamped at the bottom, and very nice contoured lines running throughout the hood, along with that Duramax badge located on the side. Now, this does have LED headlights, DRLs and turn signals, LED fog lights. There's red tow hooks at the bottom, more of the gloss black, and we also have the connection over on the side for the turbo diesel, so you can hook that up on those colder days to keep it nice and warm. That way it's easier to start up, of course, on those colder days. Now, as we work our way to the side, part of that ZR2 package provides it with the multimatic suspension. So this truck does have a little bit of a lift kit with that suspension setup. It also has a set of 35-inch tires with the 18-inch wheels. Those are finished off in gloss black. There's plastic for the fender arches there, and this even has the very large tow mirrors. They do extend outwards if you need a little bit more visibility. They have a turn signal on them. There's the camera too, and some spotlights as well. This truck has a sunroof, and then the 2500 HD badge and ZR2 badge are also on the side. There's gloss black for the door handles, and being such a large truck, it provides you with the power side steps. Very beneficial. Even at 5'10", those are helpful for me. Now, this is the crew cab with the longer bed, so it does provide it with a step at the front of this bed, so you can use that in order to hop into the back. We also have the fifth wheel mount, so that way you can tow even more. This is right around $22,500 for its towing capabilities, and that fifth wheel provides you with a lot more capabilities. Now, as we work our way to the back, this has the multimatic tailgate, which is very cool. We have gloss black for the rear bumper with all these sensors. There's a side step on both sides. We have the exhaust tube, backup camera, and then let's start off with the top section of this tailgate. So you can just drop the top. If you have some longer items, you want to rest them up here, you can do that. You can also flip this piece back too. So now you have a backdrop for any items that you have in there. Now, if we fold this up and use the button on the bottom, this has the soft opening tailgate, and then it also has the full spray and bed liner. To give you that added protection, there's several tie-down hooks where you can place some items. There's even a 3-prong outlet, cargo lights too, and then we even have a handle on this side along with some connections for your trailers. Now, with that handle, you can actually get your step back by using that top button. You can drop the tailgate, you can pull this piece out, and now with that handle, you can easily get into this truck. So if you're hopping up into this every day, you're using it for work, this makes it a little less strenuous, especially with how tall this truck is. And then you can easily lock these up. You do have to put this handle down first, and it's a very light tailgate, so that is easy to close up. Now let's work our way to the back seats now, where this has a really nice design for the door panels. The two-tone with the gray, yellow, and then some more of this stitching here and trim accents. We have the Bose audio, even more storage space down below. And then looking at these back seats, it's really cool how you can open up this mini door and you get a little bit of storage space behind both side seats. You even get more storage space underneath. So you can pull that seat out of the way, put in a lot more items. You have a small divider, so you can put some items on that side. Give it a good firm pull down, and now we can hop into the back. So that grab handle and side step make it much easier, of course. Now in the back, I have plenty of room for my feet and legs. There's storage pockets. We even get heated seats, plenty of storage up top for drinks, and then there's some auxiliaries around that there. There's the armrest with cup holders. This also has the electronic sliding rear glass and plenty of headroom. This goes up about 2 inches or so you can be taller than me and fit just as comfortably in the back. I would almost say this is a mega full size. It's a huge, huge truck. Now up front, there's all of the side mirror adjustments. So you can actually telescope these, fold them in. You can push the other button to push them out to give you that added visibility. Like I mentioned earlier, we have all the window adjustments too, more storage space like I mentioned. And then this also has really nice support for the seats. They're heated and ventilated and automatic. And then we have that same grab handle to hop up into this truck. Let's fire it up though. We can go over the rest of this information. Steering wheel is solid black leather. There's some more accents on both sides, which is nice to see. Cruise control and adaptive cruise on the left side with the heated steering wheel. And then the right side, you have voice commands, Bluetooth. There's volume and tuning behind both sides. Then you can use all of these for the gauge cluster. So currently, miles per hour on the left side, TAC is on the right, and then we can scroll through various information within that gauge cluster. So you can monitor all of these vitals and have everything readily available there. You can scroll over to music, you can pull up the compass, pull up your phone when that is paired. You can even go into the display layout. So you can control how you would like to visually see the gauge cluster, just depending on your preference and what you'd like to have. Clean also just shows you miles per hour. So this side will disappear once you've been driving for a few minutes. That way you just have the miles per hour. Now you can also adjust more than that. So you can go into your left side, your right side, and lower gauges, just depending on what you want to see. There's the head-up display, speed limit sign, and you can reset everything. Now on this left side, there's the e-brake along with the different driving modes. You have off-road and normal. There's also a trailering mode too, four-wheel drive selectors. You have your headlight and fog light adjustments, and then dimmer switches and a cargo light. This also has a head-up display, so you can go through a few different options and you can pull up your miles per hour. You can also look at the compass, your pitch and roll, and the transfer case. And then you also have the distance pacing. You can adjust the height and brightness too. There's a little bit of storage above the infotainment system. And then if we start at the bottom, this gives you all these icons here. So you can go into your map, your phone, you have the camera system, all of your climates you can easily get into. And then you can also go into My Chevrolet and a few other settings. You have shortcuts to get into your music, pull up the Google Maps so you can go into all of that. There's also your phone and the trailering. Now you can put what you'd like on this side, just depending on what you use the most. On the right side, there's also this info that you can scroll through so you can see two different things at once. And then let's jump to the backup camera. So we have the column mounted shifter. We'll place it into reverse, where you have an array of angles, both front and rear, to be able to see around the entire vehicle. There's even a hitch view. You can go into full screen or split screen, look at your trailer there. And then obviously if I put this down into drive or low range, we have the forward facing camera now. You can also shift using the column mounted shifter with plus and minus. So if you're towing or off-road, that's very beneficial. And then underneath that, there's home and power and volume, exhaust brake, your lane keeping assist and parking sensors. You can deploy the tailgate. There's your hazards, traction control. You can put all four windows down with the push of one button. There's a rear locker and a downhill assist control. Now underneath that are all the climate adjustments laid out very nicely. There's the temperature dials, fan speed, where you'd like the air to go, heated and ventilated seat controls, and then some auxiliaries. This also has a trailer braking system. And then there's a lot of storage space located down below, cup holders, wireless charging, even more storage in the center armrest. And you even get two glove boxes. You get a small one up top, more down below. And then this has that rear view camera system to give you more visibility. We have garage door buttons, all the adjustments for the sunroof and that sliding rear glass. And then a look at visibility from the driver's seat. It is very open feeling. It's actually an easier truck than it looks to be able to drive this and see around. And with the truck in second gear, here we go. The plus and minus here on the shifter, it's not all that bad. It's not something you are going to use to do a 0 to up to speed, kind of like what I did there, a rolling start. But it is nice if you're towing or you happen to be off the pavement, you can hold a gear as needed. But this is what it is like to sit in the driver's seat of this $86,000 Duramax. Not sure if you will be able to tell until we pass some traffic just how high up we are in this truck. I've been next to 18-wheelers and some other cargo trucks where I am almost eye level to those other truckers. So you are the king of the road in this truck. It's a very high presence, even to be able to see over smaller trucks like that Colorado. I've been next to F-150s, other full-size trucks, Ram 1500s. This is so much larger than those trucks. It's crazy to see what just one little bump up in truck will do to the size of it. And having the long bed doesn't help either with how big this truck is. But don't let that deter you from buying it if you truly need the capabilities of this truck. And everything on the inside is incredibly nice. So yes, it's a lot of money, but you're also getting a pretty luxury and premium interior for that price too, with all the creature comforts and everything just to make it homey to drive every day. So it's a really nice blend of the capabilities for work purposes as a work truck and to be able to daily drive. And as far as the power goes, again, let's give it another acceleration as if we're trying to merge into traffic here and catch up to that car in front of us. We're up to speed, not even an issue. So it's got power, it's got plenty of comfort in this seat. I really don't have any complaints. We've been on road trips in the 1500s and it's a nice place. I'm not sure if massage seats is an option on anything. I can't remember. Would kind of be nice, especially for the price of this. That way you're a little bit more comfortable on those longer work days. But other than that, it's really not missing anything and it's easy to drive. We don't have any drive modes. We have normal and off-road like I mentioned earlier, so there's no sport or anything while you are out on the road. But with 975 pound-feet of torque, you pretty much have all the drive modes at your right foot there. And as far as with these 35s, manufacturers aren't going to put on a large tire that's going to be noisy. So it's an all-terrain tire. It's very comfortable. You don't hear any tire noise. There's no road noise, wind noise, anything like that. And for the size and weight of this truck, it handles well. Not a sports car, but with some of these turns coming up, it can handle them well. It's a nice place to be, again, if you need the practicality and the capabilities from a truck like this. But that is going to wrap it up for this 2024 Chevrolet Silverado Duramax. If you enjoyed today's video, give it a huge thumbs up. Consider smashing that subscribe button so you don't miss out on our daily uploads. And I will see you all in the next video.